Hi guys, you're welcome to another episode of The Blunt Show. On today's episode, we'll be talking about joint accounts. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's okay to open a joint account with your spouse? Favor, what's your take on this?
I would actually open a joint account with my spouse. I feel
Really?
it's one of those ways you guys can come together. It's part of those things that would unite you. However, I wouldn't put all of my cash into the joint account. In fact, it should be a small fraction.
Like
It is a joint account.
This joint
because-
account and
If you
your
won't put your money, if you won't put all of your money inside the joint account, then why is
Why
it?
why is
you
it
have
joint account?
a
Like
separate
you're betraying
account?
that trust in that
Separate
family,
accounts
like
then.
in that union, you're betraying
We are
that trust.
opening a
Of
joint
course, we
account
would have-
If you want to
because
do
we
a
are
bank- a
one,
joint
we are
account, you
one,
do
we are
it to
one
the end.
family, and we want our money to be one in one place.
Exactly.
Apparently, yes, we want to have a private life. We want to have it, but if we are saying we are opening a joint account, then all of our money
Must be
should
there.
be one.
All in.
Can Henry?
Though my
can you?
husband is going to be
Me-
doing 80% or 90%, or within 10.
I don't get.
I don't like. I
Okay,
don't,
for
I don't like the
me,
tone of
let
the
me-
voice.
to answer your
He's
He's
question,
going to do
Understand.
90, I'm going to do 10%.
to answer your
of my money.
question, for me, a joint account is more of a family savings account. And you don't save all of your money, do you? So it's more of an emergency fund. It's not a functional day-to-day account for running the family. For me, it
No,
would
it
be
is.
more of an
more like
emergency.
It's more like
day-to-day
it
thing
because
to run
No,
the
you
family.
don't
That's where you
define.
pay
You
your
don't
school
define
fees.
what my family savings account or my joint account with my wife should be.
Well.
It is left for me and my wife to decide and what to want it for. Remember, it's not fanciful. There is a reason. There must be a reason for it.
So in short, what you're saying is, if you're opening a joint account with your spouse, is for a reason to save.
Exactly. It's more of
Like
to
so,
save
you
for an
you,
emergency fund.
You don't mind your spouse having a separate account.
No, I don't. Of course,
And
you have a
you
separate
don't
account now.
mind having a separate account. So how do you monitor how much each party puts into the account? Because I can't be your spouse. I have my own separate account, and you put like 10% of your own salary in our joint account, and you expect me to put like 50% of my own income in the joint account. Like, it won't work that way.
Of course, you won't just wake up one day, open a joint account without trashing out all of these modalities, and you just put in whatever you feel like. If you want to put in whatever you feel like, it should have been pre-agreed. If you want to put in a certain percentage of your incomes, it should have been pre-agreed. Of course, if I, for instance, am going to be bearing the cost of, let's say, 90% of the day-to-day running of the family, I can't as well put in 50% of my income into the savings, into the joint account. Of course, it's already gone. So
But I feel
that's
like
when
joint
you
But
get
that
trash.
joint account-
I
that
think
joint
very
account-
for
nice,
me,
yeah.
I think if you want to run a joint account, like you just run it to the end. Like there's no need to have separate accounts. Like
Accounts.
there's no need to have separate accounts. Just run it to the end, and any expenses you guys want to make, just make it from there. Like you guys trust each other, right? That's why you opened a joint
sometimes
account.
No, no,
it's
no,
not
no,
even
no.
If you
about-
don't
It's not
trust each
about-
other, you will not
Sometimes it's not
open
about the
other
trust.
accounts.
See,
No,
this is
trust
money
is one
we
of
are
the
talking
issues
My
here.
about.
husband
though.
is a prudent spender. What if he spends money on anything? Maybe, okay, let's say, for instance, I want to just know that, okay, this is what you're using your money to do. When you're coming back from work, I want to make sure you're not going to the club to spend your money
To
on
spend
drinks.
money. Exactly.
I want to make sure that this is where you're spending. This is how you are spending our money, because it's our money. At that time, it's our money. So I want to know that you're not spending your money on drinks, even when you want to buy drinks. But my own problem now is that when I want to spend this money, I have to call you that, hey babe, I want to buy something.
That's the big
hey
problem.
babe, I want to do
See,
this.
for
Hey, babe.
me-
That is
for me,
why
I'm
you
actually-
don't put
that's-
I'm
all of
actually
your
going to
cash
say
into
I'm
the
on the
account.
fence.
Yes, but at least why do we call it joint account if we can't put all of our cash in it?
Because it is an account that has both of you as signatories and contributors.
See,
For me,
I really buy the
I'm
idea,
not
like,
opening
for
a
joint
joint
accounts.
account with anybody. I'm not opening a joint
Why?
account with my spouse.
So that you
I
can
don't
spend
support
money.
it. Like
To carry
tomorrow
babes.
something might come up and we are going to be judged based on our trust and all that. I'm
Which
not opening
something
anything.
is
Just have
coming
your own
up?
But
account.
are
I have
you
my own
planning for
account.
something to happen in marriage?
Like,
okay,
even
yes,
if something
We don't have to
happens-
plan for anything
We
to
don't
happen.
plan
Things
it, yeah.
happen.
Mhm.
Things
even
happen.
even if things happens like that, you have your joint account to fall back to. Like, you have money somewhere. See, I think I would really like. Okay, maybe I'm on the fence. Like, I would really like to open a joint account with my spouse. At least I'll know what he's doing with his money. Like, there are some things you need to think very well before you do. But you have guys. A guy can wake up. Like, some guys really love gadgets a lot. Some guys is cars. A guy might just wake up, okay, because you see your friends driving this, driving that, then you go, yeah. you withdraw money.
Actually,
so that
was
will
supposed to be
actually.
women
It's a
thing.
women
No,
thing.
some
Like
guys, some
the
guys.
new-
I
no,
said
no,
I get
women
it.
too. Like
Some
women.
guys
let's say
Come on, it's not a
no.
guy
for
thing.
women
No,
might
the
not
guy
be a
thing,
big
no.
thing. Okay, let's say
Mostly
wears.
women.
No.
Let's say wears and wigs and shoes. You want to compare how much a wig, a weave costs to how much cars cost. What guys are obsessed about are very expensive. Some guys are obsessed about wristwatches.
Wristwatches, like
Some guys
really.
will have 1,001 wristwatch at home and will see an Hublot and say, "Wow, I like this wristwatch."
Are we being real
Some
here?
guys
Like women
No,
spend more.
Let's
not even change the
Some guys
conversation.
spend a
Let's
lot
stay on track.
on
Okay.
ordinary caps. Ordinary.
Exactly.
So,
Like those this can be
No,
long.
no,
You see
the
a
way
guy
guys
saying, "I
spend
can't buy
money.
a car."
Okay,
So,
from
okay,
you know.
so what I'm saying is why I would love to open a joint account because I want to know what you're doing with your money.
Okay.
I won't just ask you, okay, we have our kids' school fees to pay, and you be like, I'm really out of cash. Can you help me with that? No, what are you doing with your money? Like, I know you are making money. I know you are making a whole lot
But
of
what if
money.
your
So
husband
you
says
just
no
come
to
and-
it?
to a joint account.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no problem. It's a no.
Then
You
don't-
don't
and
force.
that husband that will say
you,
no.
You don't force anybody
We
into a
don't
joint
do it.
account. You get, but we have to.
No. We have to come to this agreement. Like I want it. I want us to do it. At least we are coming
And
together.
if he doesn't
because
want
We must have
it.
agreed on that before marriage.
And if he
now,
doesn't want
if
it,
that's
you
going to be a
can't
muscle,
force
then we can't get
This
married.
is
No,
from-
I just
from
feel
your
like we are
perspective,
one and we should
yeah.
agree to
you
each
don't
other.
want.
I don't want it.
You want.
I
Why
want
you
it,
are on
but
the
there's a
fence?
clause.
Yes.
For certain reasons.
Reasons.
And you have expressed your own reasons for not wanting joint accounts
Yeah,
for
I've not
certain
fully
reasons.
expressed them.
Now, there is a middle point.
Okay.
And the middle point is where I stand. You can have joint
And have
accounts
separate
for
accounts.
things that jointly affect you. And it even makes for proper accountability. Now, if there are certain expenses in the family, rent, school fees, those basic ones, food, diesel and stuff, you tell him that, oh boy, would open a joint account. The joint account now can be explained as a family running account. Every month, this is your own quota for it. Every month, this is my own quota.
But we won't
now,
be paying in
now,
the same amount.
No, you agree on this.
Yeah,
If
you
you're
guys
not
can-
earning
you guys
the
can
same-
actually
if you're
plan
not
how
earning
much
the
you
same
paying
thing
in.
and you're not
No,
spending the
because
same
I'm not
thing.
supposed to be
No.
part
We
of
can't like
it.
it's a must. Like at the end of every month, I must
Wait,
pay like a
Wait,
million
that is
naira or
why-
so. That
that
kind
is
of
why
thing.
I'm saying
Jesus,
you
I still
guys
don't
have
want
to.
this.
It's
Wait,
it's
what
your
about husband
family.
that won't tell you how much
It's
he
your-
earns
If
month?
wait, that's a separate discussion. It's your
Separate.
family. It's your conversation. You bring in every angle that you think is possible. Now, the reason why you are bothered about this guy buying 10 wristwatches in a month is because it may make the family suffer. It may set the family back. Now, but if he already knowing that, okay, oh, this is my contribution to the family for this month or for this year, he pays in the money. Marriage is not a prison.
Okay,
you
let me
still
tell
have
you
some form of
something.
independence.
That still doesn't work because you save for your immediate needs. What about saving for the future? There are some guys that
you
will
can
tell
still
you
have
that.
another joint account for the future.
How many joint
Joint
accounts are
joint,
you
like,
having?
are you trying to confuse
Okay,
yourself
why don't
here?
you
Because
put
that's the
all
only
the
thing you're
money
managing in
into
your
one
life.
place? Because I've
That
met
is why-
somebody that would spend, that can buy anything, that can say, okay, let's buy a Toyota Camry 2018 because it just came out and he loves it. It might, like, you can bring out all the money in your account to buy that. There are people like that. And when you tell them that, what about the future? Like, what about what's up with you saving for rainy days? You get, and they'll be like, what about if you die tomorrow? There are people with different philosophy, you understand? So if you're saying, okay, let's bring this joint account to save money for our immediate needs, these kids' school fees, diesel and stuff, like things we need so that we won't be waiting for salaries or stuff. And this person is not even having any saving elsewhere. Like, person, this is my own account, I can spend anything, and this person is just spending anyhow. But when you have a cost to, when you need money for better things, and even in their own personal savings, they had nothing in it, and there's no joint account to fall back to because you've already spent all the
Spent
money
a
to
lot.
take care of your immediate
Remember, my first reason for wanting a joint account is what? A family savings account, which can only be touched in terms of emergencies.
You can't say
That's
emergencies
wait
now.
Okay,
now. I'm
when you
defining
Things
it.
happen
I'm
every day that
defining
need
it for my. I'm
spending. Things
defining
happen
it.
every day.
I'm defining it for myself. No, things happen every day, but there are accounts that you don't touch. I have accounts that, no matter how broke I am, I don't have any cash. No matter how much is in it, I don't touch it. It is written off in my head. If it's not a medical emergency of my immediate family, it doesn't exist. It's
Okay,
financial
okay.
discipline.
We
I
are
don't know if
beginning
you
to think that.
understand.
We are beginning
now,
to
on the
think
other hand, also, the family should have a form of investment plan and all of that. I believe that a joint account is just part of a series of financial planning
right now,
for the family.
If I'll get you right, that means you mean your own joint account with your spouse will be a kind of saving for emergency needs only.
It's a kind of savings that can only be touched.
From whose account do you bring money to pay for kids' school fees and to run around your
That's
immediate
why he
needs?
said
Those are joint
From
bills. You should pay for
whose
the joint
account?
account.
No, that one is not emergency. These needs are not emergency.
That is why
That
I
means
said,
you know that you are going to pay eventually. So from
whether
whose
you have
account?
whether you have a joint account or not, you would pay school fees, true or false.
Yeah.
Without a joint account, how are you going to pay school fees?
Yeah.
So that is why I said a joint account is just a small part of a series of your broad family financial planning for the family.
See,
It's just a small part.
guys, we are not talking about cases of divorce here. Like, when something like a divorce comes up and you guys are not agreeing with each other again, do you know that one person can actually clear the account? Like, you don't actually need.
It is a joint
Unless you sign some
account.
kind of
Joint
things,
accounts
like
and
one person
legally,
you can
one
actually
person
monitor
can-
somebody's
First of all,
transactions, but it's not.
And
It's
First
not
of
you
all,
monitor
it doesn't mean that I can't go there and collect
That's
money.
no reason why I like
Harry,
You know the
like you
transaction
monitor
history.
the person's
Harry,
transaction. You know what they are doing with money.
A joint account where only one person can be a signatory can withdraw monies. It's not even a joint account. It is not.
No,
It's just a
people do it.
contributory
No,
account.
people
In a
do
joint
it.
That's what I'm
account,
saying.
in a joint account, I can actually withdraw money without telling you.
couples
It's basically
that.
defeats-
I can withdraw money without
defeats
telling
the
you.
purpose of a joint
Yeah,
account
it defeats
if
it
one
because
person
what
can
if
go and
something
withdraw.
happens on
No,
the-
no, but
No, no,
So why don't you just leave the money in your account?
You need to look into this joint
But
account thing well.
couples do
It
this so in
happens.
case the husband is not around, in case of emergency, in case of death or stuff.
You can
Okay,
collect
probably
money
the guy
without
is
telling
in-
people.
Is actually on a sick bed or stuff and couldn't sign. Probably the person can even come to his or her consciousness. That's why couples do these things.
Now you can
like,
state all of
somebody
that.
can be a signatory.
You can
to
state
it.
you can state all of that in the clause, but I believe the purpose of a joint account is for financial
both,
accountability, to make it as difficult as possible for one person or one party to take out the money.
No,
if
no,
not,
sometimes
if not,
no.
if not, why don't you just leave it in his account if you can always
He
withdraw
will
it
spend it.
anyways?
He will go and carry Unilag
Do you know
babes.
that-
But then he will still spend it if he can easily access it.
If you're dating that kind of
Favor.
person, maybe you find a way to control him. It's
So
not
if you
through
have
that
if you
joint
have
account.
a
Like,
spouse that
anybody
wants a
can-
joint account now, you tell her no.
I
This
won't
is
want
money,
it.
because
I don't want
trust
it.
these people.
I don't want
I
it.
So
don't
you
I'm
break
sorry.
your marriage.
That's how
Not
one
break-
person-
no,
see,
no, no,
if,
this is
coming
before
back
the
from
marriage.
work
This
now,
question
you
will come up
brush
before
at,
the marriage.
Qlux, go and buy drinks. Or
Don't-
what-
this
what-
guy,
what-
you
what-
the
This question will
like
come
this.
before the
Why
marriage.
I
One
have
day
to
will
ask
collect
this?
200,000
Nah.
naira.
One day
Boy.
will permit him that sugar daddy, give him money. I want to know how you spend your money.
Again, on the
I want people
downside,
who want to spend it
downside,
on-
like,
That's the problem here.
all of a sudden she starts noticing that things are not moving well for me and money is no longer coming from my own side, and she starts feeling the pain. I'm that kind of guy that I won't like my woman to feel that kind of emotional,
Then that's
psychological
not
So
pain.
what-
that's
I'm
not
not doing
marriage.
that.
Are you
Because
supposed to
that's
be
not marriage.
pretending?
No.
That's
If I
not
have my,
marriage.
I have
No,
my
you
own
are
account.
pretending
Like
you're
I can
married,
package myself to
definitely
my
you're
wife.
not
Things are
married.
going
You
bad. I
have
don't
to
have
be
to like
free.
make her
No.
feel that pain.
No, you
I
have
can
to be
package
free in your
myself well.
marriage.
I don't understand.
No. See, there's some kind of pain I
Wait,
can't
wait.
let her
You hear
feel.
what he
I heard what he
said?
said.
That he has to package himself. So
I
there's
heard- Of course.
packaging in marriage.
Yeah,
Of course. There's packaging in marriage.
There's packaging in marriage.
It's not everything I'll expose you to. Like,
To your wife.
Look,
No.
when it gets to that rock bottom, okay, maybe you know about it, but not when maybe normally there's 10 million in my account and all of a sudden there is 5 million in my account and she starts panicking. No, I don't want her to feel that pain.
happening all
No.
of a
Why is
sudden?
it happening all of a
If you have
sudden?
not been spending your money on things that are
What
not
are you spending?
necessary.
What are you spending?
Come
your
on,
money
business. It's not most that must be spending my money on things that are necessary. Business must be going wrong.
Marriage is not the presence of lack of freedom. Marriage doesn't take away your personal individual.
It
No,
freedom.
but
I feel
it stops you from
once you
doing
have
some
once you
things.
have your family
You are
planning,
responsible
No,
to somebody
you have
else.
your
Yeah.
financial planning.
We are
See,
responsible to each other.
you can still
Even
buy
in
you can still
this
buy
thing.
Do you
you can
know-
still
do you
buy
know you
whatever you
can't
want to buy
spend
without
money-
necessarily telling me.
You can't spend
But
money the way you used
we
to.
would have to
when
plan
you get
towards
married.
mortgage, towards a house, towards a car. Those major things. We do that
But
together.
Favor, do
we
you know you
plan
don't
our
spend
income
money the way
together.
The way you used to
But-
spend money when you were single.
Do you know how I'm spending
Because-
money while I'm single?
You don't have responsibility. You don't
That's
have
true.
This
now.
whole idea of a
No,
joint
no,
account
no,
is
no.
wrong to me.
Because- because you are
responsible
responsible to somebody.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Some guys don't know this. You need to teach them. Like, don't
know
spend
that.
this
What
money.
did you just
There are
say?
some people
Some guys don't know it. I hope you know
I
that.
swear.
You don't know
some guys
what?
don't know
You
this.
don't know
Guys
what?
They
don't
see
know
us
Don't know
go
what?
out.
I should not spend on. You see now, you have kids at home. You have kids. Like, yes, we know we are rich.
Okay.
But you shouldn't also say that because you are rich or because you have money, then you are
You
coming
still
back
have
from
to
one
save.
place. Then you not saw a wristwatch of 500K. or the new iPhone X6 or the X Max that is
Yeah,
coming
X Max,
out.
yeah.
Max.
And next thing what's gonna buy is iPhone XS Max. When we have kids in the house. And you didn't
But,
think about
but
it.
I think this one
Does that
actually
even make any
depends
sense?
on your level of
Even
on
level
your
of
level
anything,
of
you cannot pick
usage.
up the money in
Because-
your account.
because
You can't pick up the money in
when you
your
get to a
account.
stage
It's a
that
joint
taking
account.
5 million out doesn't even make a thing.
Yeah,
You
sure,
can
but
come home
at
with
least
That's
there is
Like if
a
we
law
have
of
like
saying.
if we have
That's
100
what I'm
million in
saying.
the joint account, like
That's
I
what
can't
I'm
take out 1
saying.
million naira without telling you.
For us
At
now,
least
for
you're
us sitting here now,
responsible to
probably
tell me that, babe,
a
I want to buy
20k,
something on
a
my
30k,
way,
you can still buy a 20k,
Nah, man.
30k stuff for us
Uh-huh,
here now
without making
without
it a
any
big
stress.
deal.
Those are the
You
type
know-
of monies you have at your disposal. Any money that is 500k one name, of course you have to discuss with. We can't even be, even if we are dating, I can't buy an iPhone X without you being aware
Sure.
of it
That's
beforehand.
you.
You
I know-
understand?
What
I
if
know
I want to
that's
surprise
why
you?
I know someone who doesn't
guys
tell
don't-
his
they
wife
don't care.
whenever he
They
wants to
don't
buy
care.
anything.
So a joint
So
account
there are some
won't
people
change
that don't
that.
tell people.
It won't
that
change
don't-
anything.
account will
Actually,
change that.
a joint account
It's
won't
not
change any
your
of
job,
this.
Because you
it's
can't go
individual.
out
For
and
me,
buy
no.
that. You come back home, I'll be waiting for you in the sitting room.
So you will not beat me.
What? I won't beat you. What happened to the
So what will
500k?
I will show you. Oh yeah, iPhone X. Will you break
But
it?
at least I know about
That's
it.
where it comes in.
But
from
at least
the
I know
disadvantage
about
of opening
it.
joint
But I know
accounts.
about it.
The disadvantage is
Uh-huh.
just like.
But now you
can't
just go and buy.
something.
And I won't even
don't
know.
tell
I'll
me.
just be
I must
seeing
tell
it.
you everything.
Spendthrift.
Yes.
Once a spendthrift have access to
marriage.
that
Come on,
money,
can I have my
you will
freedom?
continue to be a spendthrift. Once you have access to that money,
But still,
You have
but
to
still, you
change the
still have this
individual.
conscience that I don't even want trouble with my wife today because if I go home now, she will know I've withdrew a million naira. And if she asks me what,
Who
so
told you-
if that thing
who
is
told
not
you he doesn't want
necessary,
trouble?
wait, you like trouble?
I don't understand.
That's what I'm
money
saying.
that I work, money that I work,
I
for,
work
that will
for,
make you
and
rich, your
and,
people work for
I'm
it.
withdrawing my own share, and I willingly,
Say-
I've
say your own
convinced
share.
myself that
Why
I
will
want
you
to use this money
convince
for
yourself?
because I'm a spendthrift.
Okay.
I've convinced myself that I want to use this. That is what I'm saying. The problem is in
In a
convincing
nutshell,
the individual
wait,
that
in a
this is
nutshell.
being wasteful.
In a nutshell, what I'm saying is that if you know that this thing is actually not necessary, you won't want to buy it because you don't want to go home and start explaining to your wife why you bought a slide of a million naira. Probably a slide you just wear you just wear casually. You understand? You don't want to explain to your wife why you just pick a girl on the road and you gave her a 150,000 naira.
Because it's aimless.
You understand? She doesn't have the house.
These are the reasons I don't want a joint account.
Because
It's
so
my
now
reasons.
on the road.
So that's what
like,
I'm
doesn't make
saying.
any
You'll be
sense.
so conscious
So
of
if
how
I
you
decide to
like
do
that,
charity,
there are some men-
give
Because
somebody's
you know
daughter
that
150,000, I
for
must tell her
every
first.
couple
Charity
withdrawn,
with our
there
money.
must be an explanation
my
for
money.
it.
My money is also there.
No, you have to tell me that you're spending the
If I
money
see
because
somebody
we
on the road and just
no,
give
we
a
both
girl
had
150K,
agreements.
I must tell her
Excuse me,
first.
we both had agreements.
No.
I don't
That
understand.
money is there.
Charity.
You don't get it. We both had an agreement.
What
that
kind
the
of
money
stupid
is going to
charity
be there.
without
So
your wives?
who cares about the charity?
I don't
at that moment?
understand.
I don't know. Maybe
Charity without-
maybe it just came out like I
Without
don't feel like
agreeing
doing
with
something.
your
Must I call
wife.
on the phone?
I beg
You will call her.
Come on, calm down,
Why would
Jerry.
you call her?
Is it a must?
No,
That is
do you know
not
she will
it.
get
I don't want
tired.
this joint account thing.
Better I don't want it because the way you are even saying
Okay, guys. So you've heard the conversation. What do you think? Would you open a joint account with your spouse? We're not talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. That one no
I
follow.
don't know.
Marriage bound relationship, sha. Marriage bound relationship.
If yes, you can drop your comments at the comment section below.
Alright.
If no, also tell
Still
us
drop it.
why. And till we meet again, stay
catch
safe.
ya later.